Good morning. It's Margaret Denise at the University of Sewing, and it's Facebook Live.
Yay!
And Denise is with me. So,
hi guys, happy Friday.
So I hope you are having a fabulous Friday. It is sunny out and it's beautiful. It's a little cold.
Yes.
I didn't like the cold.
I
It
like
was
the
really weird having yesterday go up to almost 70 and then get out this morning and it was 29 degrees and my little body was going, no, you don't like this.
Yes, when I told the children the temperature this morning, they were like, oh.
Did not like that temperature. So wherever you're at, I hope it's sunny and beautiful like you guys all are. And I just want you to know that we appreciate you. Hey, we've got our wonderful giveaway today. When you are on, is there a problem? Okay. He's tapping stuff and I'm like, okay, I'm going to just tell you that I have a reason for worrying about that. This morning, we had nothing but chaos on the internet, and it wasn't us.
Oh.
We do a live streaming program that is between like
Right.
6 o'clock and 9 o'clock. It's one of those morning shows. It's not local, so I put it on the internet.
Right.
And all morning long, they had technical issues.
Oh, wow.
We had technical issues. They had technical issues. I felt like all I was doing was pressing buttons all morning long. So when Dave started pressing buttons, I was like, oh no, are we having problems? So anyway, and even the host of the program said how much problems they were having.
No.
So it was one of those exciting things. But it looks like we're in good shape.
Our IT guy will be very glad to hear that. Good morning, dear.
So when we do Facebook Live, if you are new to watching us, we have a giveaway every time we do Facebook Live.
We do.
And so during the Facebook Live, what we would love to have you do when you watch it, and you can do this within 24 hours of it airing, is take and hit the share button on your Facebook page. And then what you're going to do is in the comments, make a comment that you shared.
Yes, please.
And we will put your name into the drawing, and we pick one person out of that whole group. Last week, we had one day where there was 15.
Mm-hmm.
We had another day that was 11. We were very excited to see those numbers. I would love to get it into the 20s on a regular basis, because then we would give 2 giveaways each time.
I love that, Margaret. So
You
what
know?
are we giving away today?
You're the one in charge.
Da, 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 da. Okay, so this cute little bundle, and I'm not even sure, is this a fat quarter?
I think it's just a fat quarter.
Just a fat quarter. But look how pretty and sunny and bright and cheery that fabric is. So maybe if your weather isn't, your fabric can be. And it might be fun to use it in this cute little quilt pattern. Quite contrary. I love the borders on this.
Oh my goodness, it's so amazing. And you know, this is meant for like a panel.
Of course.
Any panel you want to use. You don't have to just use that.
Right.
But it's very bright and colorful. There's beautiful amounts of pinwheels going on there. And if you were looking for some new ideas for stars, that might give you some great ideas for some stars.
And it's beautiful in these colors, but think outside of the box and think patriotic things. Or...
Well, that stained glass fabric we have. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Yes.
If you didn't see the stained glass fabric yet, it is I believe a Northcott product.
I don't remember.
I believe it is, and I think it's called Wonderful Me or Wonderful You or something like that. I think that's what it is. Anyway, so today what we're going to do is we're going to show off the 5 series embroidery machine.
And why are we talking about embroidery, Margaret?
February is embroidery month. It is also the month where the University of Sewing has decided that we want to celebrate our customers and give back to you. So we are having a 25% off sale. So if you go on, you order some things, you hit and you put in the coupon code February 25, you will get discount on everything except for Bernina products, cabinets, and sewing machines. I guess that Bernina product thing. But you know what? There are sales going on for the Bernina stuff.
Sure.
So if you want to purchase a sewing machine right now, you will get a free embroidery unit.
Wow.
So did you know that the 535 can embroider?
I would not have thought that. It's a 5 millimeter, right?
It is a 5.5 millimeter feed dog system.
Right.
And the 5 series, all of them can do embroidery.
Well, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
So they can all do embroidery. And all the 7 series can do embroidery.
Of course.
And all, of course, our 8 series can do embroidery. So, were you thinking about embroidery? Maybe you're not sure. But heck, you need a new sewing machine? Maybe you want to trade one in?
I have a warning about those of you thinking about embroidery. It opens up a whole new world of sewing options.
It's so much fun.
What you can do with it and where you can use it.
And on our homepage of our website, if you scroll down to the bottom, you can click on OESD and go down that rabbit hole.
Have a snack handy when you do that.
Yes. Oh my God, it's so much fun. You can spend hours looking at embroidery designs. It's so much fun. Just the dollar embroidery designs, you could spend a week on that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
so anyway, they have amazing deals and there's always sales. Our Thursday newsletter comes out with some things that kind of point you in those directions. So we hope that you will look at that. But in the meantime, let's talk about the 5 series and why this might be a perfect embroidery machine for you.
I love the size of the 5.
The size is fabulous. If you are in a situation where maybe you don't want 2 sewing machines, maybe you don't do your own quilting or you have a long arm or something, maybe you want a long arm, we get you this. This is the perfect size machine to take both to your retreats and to have at home.
Yes.
You, like I said, can have embroidery with it.
Yes.
Now, we do have a demo 500 here. If you were thinking that maybe you would prefer to have a separate embroidery machine, this might be just the sweet deal for you. The demo price is only $36.99. It is a really, really good deal. This is normally $45.99. So this is fabulous. And I want to show you guys, you know, it's nice and compact. You don't have to have all the space. I mean, look at the difference in size of these 2 guys. Now, if you want big and better, you know, we'll help you out.
Sure, right.
But maybe this is more appropriate for your size of your room and what you have available, and maybe this is just it. So on this, we have our embroidery machine. It is really simple to set this up. You plug this in, you turn it on, you go to the embroidery section, and then there's a whole file folder full of different designs. There is, look at all these different things that are in here. Very, very big selection. There's also a whole bunch of alphabets for you. So there is a lot. The little heart is if you want to store your own designs in there.
Margaret, I wonder if people who are not familiar with machine embroidery understand that those designs are built in and come with it. You don't have to add those.
Maybe they don't, and this is a really good point. Is we need to explain to people is that you get designs with it. So there's generally on the 500. It should tell us, oh, where's the 5 series? That's the one I was looking for. Okay, so on the 5 series, and we'll go get the glasses because Margaret can't see this little bitty type. So number of designs that come with this particular embroidery unit, and we are looking, and that was, we talked about a lot of things, but I didn't talk about that.
Sure.
Built-in designs in the 500, 275.
That's a lot to get you started.
Now, just so you understand something here, not just this machine has built-in designs. The 535 actually has some.
Yes.
But that one only has 50. But that's okay. You can go and get all, that's why we were telling you about OESD. They have the designs. Yes. You just download them onto a flash drive and plug them into your machine. It is so easy, you guys. It is shocking how easy it is. This 570, it comes with 250 designs.
It does.
And the 590 comes with 275. So there's a lot. So I did ask you to find something out for me before we get started.
You sure did.
What is the biggest hoop we can put on this?
Oh, Margaret, you asked, and I found it, and now I've lost it again. Okay, so on the 5, you can go up to the large free arm hoop. We'll work on it. The mega hoop is the largest.
Okay. This is the largest, probably width-wise. And so this one is 5.7 inches by 10 inches.
Margaret, way back when I first had an embroidery machine, we won't say how many years ago that was, the largest it could do was 4 inches by 4 inches.
Oh, yeah.
And what's the purpose? I mean, when you get into that large free arm, what's the specialty for using?
The free arm, the really cool thing about the free arm is you can do things like bags.
Right, yes, without taking
the bag apart. So last year we did a program with Bernina.
We did. We love Bernina.
And we did, one of the things we did was a demonstration on a tote bag. And guess what we had to do with all the tote bags?
We did have to take
We had to take every single tote bag apart. So now Bernina comes up with this free arm hoop so you can leave it and you can put the bag on there. So, okay, so that's one thing. The mega hoop, look how long this is.
It's huge.
Now, how you get this to work is you will actually, there's several places where the hoop attaches to the embroidery in it.
Right.
So what you actually do is you move this hoop as you go along and sew with it.
I don't think I realized that.
Yeah, that's what you do with it. So
That's good to know.
so that is really cool. And so those are the two biggest ones. But we have our nice large oval.
Large oval.
And this comes with it. So you're going to get this with it. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do a quick, by the way, guys, Kai scissors,
Love
the
those.
little
Oh
double
my
curve is going to help us cut things today. So we're going to select a design. So we're going to go in here and we are going to, oh, it was in this one. No, it wasn't. Come on, Margaret, you'll remember. Where is it? Yep, that's where it is. Okay, so I'm going to select a design, and you guys know me. It's going to have something to do with sewing.
Of course.
So this one has little pin cushions and scissors, and it has this really pretty little setup. And so what we're going to do is we're going to leave it exactly how it is, but I do want to show you guys something. Over here, there's a bunch of different symbols. And what's really neat is they're almost like our symbols for our decorative stitching. So one of the things we can do is we can change the rotation of this design. So maybe we have something going on that we want to have this changed and we want to take and change the positioning. It's very easy to fix that.
Which is much easier than trying to change the way your hoop is set up or whatever's in your hoop.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
The other thing you can do is mirror image. So that's pretty cool. Whenever you do select something, just like on your sewing, you get a little yellow box around it letting you know that you have done that. So there's those abilities. You also can change the size of it. You can decide that you don't want this and you can throw it in the trash can after you make some changes. So I'm going to, now what I did is I started to make more than one. So we're going to hit the clear button and we'll take that off of here and ready to sew. We're going to take number 2 design and we're going to throw it in the trash can because we didn't mean to make a second design.
We like that one. But,
It's pretty cool, but we don't want them layered on top of each other.
Right.
So what we're going to do now is we've done the mirror image. I'm going to take that back off too. This is the design as it was made, and we can just sew this. And what it's telling me, and we want to change the hoop, we're going to go back to our large oval because that's what we're going to use today. And all I'm going to do after I've told it what I've threaded my machine, and all I have to do is tell it I want to sew. Now look at that. It wants me to put my hoop on there. Okay, so we've got that on. We hit the green check mark. It's situating itself and ready to go. We are going to start sewing, and then we're going to stop so we can cut this thread away. So we're going to start sewing. Oh, I forget. You have to press your green button for all.
Hold it, Margaret, hold it.
No, we have to put the foot down.
Your foot down. And then hold it.
Now we can hold it.
Yes.
So it's making kind of a little knot area. It's gone away. I'm going to come over here. I stopped it. I cut my thread away. And now we're going to hit the green button again. And off we go. So what we're gonna do now, because it's kind of obnoxious to stand here and just do this with you guys having to hear that loud noise.
Right.
We're
We'll
gonna go
check
over
back
here,
on that one.
and we're gonna talk about what else we've got here. So we've got a 570 put here and a 535. And I told you guys that, you know, what do these things come with when they get an embroidery?
Sure.
So you're gonna get the large oval hoop.
It's a great basic hoop size.
You get this medium size is what they call this hoop. Now this one is like 4x6. Is that correct?
Yep.
4x6. Okay, so we get those. You are going to get these templates, which will help you align all of your things, and so you know where you're putting your embroidery designs. And by the way, you know when you get this machine, you know what you get, don't you? Lessons here.
You get us.
We get us. So,
Backup support. That's what we do.
one we'll first start off with is a sewing mastery class. It'll be called the Black Bobbin Mastery Class. That is 6 hours of lessons that we go through all of the features of your machine, and we do some sewing work on it.
Sure.
Then we go ahead and we do embroidery. Embroidery is another, I want to say 4 to 6 hours. I forget how many hours that one is. So you go to that. You can either do it as an all day. We offer it as an all day, or you can do it as a two sessions. So there's lots of things. Then, if you want, you can do things like our Smith Street design classes.
Why wouldn't you want to do that?
Well, guess who stopped in the other day? Maggie Riggs
Oh,
stopped
yes.
in, and she showed off her Home Sweet Home design that she's working on, and she decided to make it into placemats.
I love that idea.
It's super cute. So it was wonderful to see that her design came out really beautiful. When you do the Smith Street design classes, which are called Embroidery Fun Club, you get the design.
You do. Yep.
So you sign up for the class, you get the design, you get to keep it. So that means at home, you can make up as many of the items as you want.
Yes.
So next month, they are going to do this cute little needle bag. So that is going to be really fun.
Nice.
And what is next month?
Next month is March, which is National Quilting Month.
It's National Quilting Month, and guess what we do in March around here in Bloomington?
We quilt.
You're smart, Helen. We have a quilt show.
We do
Well,
have a
come
quilt
on.
show.
We have a quilt
We
show.
quilt in a big way around here in March. Yes, it's
The
true.
Indiana Heritage Quilt Show. So the Indiana Heritage Quilt Show, I don't know if you heard that, but it stopped so we can change thread colors.
I did hear that. Yeah.
So we have the Indiana Heritage Quilt Show. We will be at the quilt show. It's the 2nd through the 4th of March. If you have not made a trip to Bloomington recently, you live close enough for a drive, this show is very worthwhile. They have gotten more quilts than they've ever received before.
That's wonderful.
It is just a huge number of quilts, and they come from all over the world.
They do. Yes.
Which is fascinating.
Yes.
They always have a guest artist that they feature, and they have 2 Bernina educators coming this year to do workshops, so that's pretty cool.
That's amazing. Love that.
So if you find that you can make the time in your schedule, the 2nd through the 4th, it's Thursday through Saturday, is the quilt show. We will be at the quilt show, and the shop will be open. So you can go to the quilt show, and then you can come by and say hi to us.
And we will have an open house after the show closes on Thursday.
You're jumping the gun. You are jumping
Dave's
the gun.
excited about the
Well,
open house.
I'm excited about the open house. So let me tell you what you do. You go to the quilt show, you come by the booth and get a coupon, and you come over here and you're going to get a free gift. And then if you come on a Thursday, which we highly recommend, Thursday evening from 6:30 until 8, we are going to be doing an open house. We are going to have a live musician here. He is going to play. He's very well known in the community.
Yes.
He's very talented. And we're going to have chocolate,
Of course.
and other snacks for those of you who are not chocolate fans, although I don't know what's wrong with you. And then we're going to go ahead and have wine. Now, if you're not a wine drinker, there'll be sodas here too.
Of course.
So, and we're going to have a nice group of us here. Feel free to shop while you're here for the open house, but you can always just come and listen to the music and hang out. We'll have a big long set of tables here so people can sit and enjoy each other's company, and you can maybe see our shop for the first time. So we're really excited about that. Friday and Saturday, they're big days at the quilt show, so we're doing the open house on Thursday instead. But we would really love to see you. I hope that you can make the time and come. It is well worth it. So, okay, we're going to go back here and we're going to, again, Dave, show off these two lovely machines. These are in stock right now. We have plenty, and all of the embroidery units that you would get with the 5 Series are all the high-speed embroidery units. So very cool, very cool. Okay, so let's go back over here and let's see what it did. Let's see what this, oh, and you know what? It cut the threads itself. I did not have to do that. I only have to do it at the start. But look how pretty that looks, and see how it cut the thread, and now it is ready for a different color. So all we would need to do then is switch the colors right here. It's ready to go, and then we would start the machine up just by pressing the green button.
I love that.
That is all you have to do. Now, when you rethread the machine, don't forget you want to lift up your foot during that process.
Yes, please.
Because if you don't lift the foot up, I know it looks like you shouldn't have to. The problem is your tension disc will not be open. So you want to make sure that you do that. So that is, let's talk about,
I wanted to talk about our jumbo bobbin.
oh, I forgot about the jumbo bobbins.
Because it's annoying enough when you're sewing and you run out of bobbin thread. But if you're doing embroidery, I just feel like that's exponentially annoying.
And embroidery just eats up thread.
It does, absolutely. And
Absolutely
you're going to use
does
bobbin
eat up
thread in your bobbin, most likely. But the jumbo bobbins are huge. It's not going to be an issue that you're going to worry about running out of bobbin thread halfway through your design.
It is.
And what kind of bobbin case do we have in this one?
That was one of the things I wanted to tell you guys about. So in your 500 and your 700, you will get automatically as part of the purchase. And again, there is some really good reasons to have an embroidery only machine, because that's you can just focus on that. But you get the high speed, high tension bobbin case. So this yellow bobbin case is a high tension bobbin case, which for embroidery, what it does is it makes sure that those bobbin threads stay on the back of your project and not float up to the top.
Yes.
So that's really important.
It adds that really professional finish to it that
So you would have
Makes all the difference.
you'd have to purchase those separately if you get the sewing machine, machines that do both sewing and embroidery. That's not included in those particular machines. So it's another purchase that you have to make. So if what you're thinking is that, well, I really want to do embroidery, but I like to sew too, maybe getting that exclusive embroidery machine is pretty interesting.
not a bad idea.
So can I go ahead, Denise, and just go online and get a design? How do I do that?
Well, there are tons of places online to do it, and of course, we would suggest OESD to start. You could go through our website to get to their website, which is where so many designs are. You mentioned it's a bit of a rabbit hole, and then you can download that onto your thumb drive.
You can, and what you want to look for is the EXP design. So if
That's
you
true.
have
There
it
are different
already,
file formats.
if you have it already, if you have embroidery and you haven't started using your embroidery, I know a lot of people, they get the embroidery and then they don't do anything with it. Well, let's get you back on track here. This is the year that you can learn embroidery. I know it is because I am learning how to use it. So it's not hard to use. It's just some additions to what you already know. That's the really cool thing about Bernina. The other thing is, for those of you who are thinking about long arms, the Bernina long arm, the chromatic version where it does the edge-to-edge stitching, those designs are also available at OESD, and those are as an extension of a BMQ.
I think it's BQM.
BQM.
Yes.
Okay, Bernina Quilting Machine, probably, yes. Okay, thank you for correcting me on that. But I know they don't have another one that's that other way, so
don't.
you would have figured it out, I'm sure. You guys are smarter than that, so. But you can get those designs also at OESD, which I didn't understand that, you know, it was so easy to find these things.
Tons of Amanda Murphy designs, or even a collection of Amanda Murphy designs.
Very beautiful things. So, if you are wondering, you know, how do I do this? What do I do? You're struggling with it a little bit. Don't forget when you buy your machines, you get the mastery classes. The only thing we ever have charged anybody for is just a small material cost for our mastery classes. So take them as many times as you want. Sometimes you start off with the sewing and it's a year or two before you get into the embroidery. That's okay.
That's true.
That is totally okay. Come in for those. Okay, guys. So I'm going to let Denise be our Vanna again.
Yes, please. We'll trade you.
Okay.
Take my finger out of there. And just a reminder to please share the video. And that means you do have to actually hit the share button. And if you'll let us know in the comments that you have done that, that makes all the difference. We appreciate it so much. Then your name goes into the hat for the drawing. And today's drawing is for this sweet little quilt pattern that uses a panel. Great way to use up some of those you've got laying around in your sewing room. And this wonderful little happy and cheerful fat quarter piece of fabric.
Yep, from Blank Fabrics.
Blanks, yeah.
And just to wrap things up here in a nice little tidy bow. If you're not sure what's all on sale this month for Berninas, if you go to universityofsewing.com and you hit the sales page on that menu, you will see what is on sale. For example, multi-spool holder. One of the things we didn't really talk about today, but is really nice, is that on the back of your machine, you can attach this multi-spool holder and it will hold 13 different spools of thread. So that's kind of cool.
Especially if you're doing a design like that one.
Oh, for sure. Because you know what? There's 11 different threads on that.
Yeah.
So that would be a perfect design to have that multi-spool holder. So that's 25% off right now. Also, when you go, so we've got that. We've got new, you can get a high-speed embroidery unit with the purchase of your sewing machine. I have somebody coming in today. They bought a 770 and they're going to get that. So that's really exciting for them. We also have a Cape 770 on the floor. So it is so pretty. And you can get the entire package deal. It's $10,499. It comes with the embroidery package. It comes with the sewing machine. It comes with luggage. It comes with an embroidery stabilizers. It comes with 6 sets of cape designs.
Yes, gorgeous design.
And you know what? If you're thinking that that's something you would like, I have a feeling it's going to go at the quilt show.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to go. The last time we took a special edition to the quilt show, gone. And that's how we met Connie Jackson.
Aww.
So,
one of our favorites.
Yes, she's such a doll. So anyway, everybody, we do really appreciate all the kind comments this past week that you gave us about that wonderful review we got from some folks from over in Columbus. We hope you will come to the quilt show and say hi.
Be sure to check out the sale discount Feb 25 online to get 25% off your purchase.
There you go, guys. Have a fabulous day, and we will see you soon.